So it's pretty rare when I don't actually just like shit all over this game for like, just for fun or whatever, for the meme. But I love this game. I love so many things about it, and Shadowkeep looks absolutely fantastic. It looks like it's one of the best changes that they ever brought to this game. I mean, ever since Activision got out of the picture, it seems like they're starting to do some really good shit. Cross save, Google Stadia. The one big thing I'm really worried about though is Google Stadia, because obviously there's not going to be a whole lot of people getting into Google Stadia at first. So is that going to integrate with the PC player base as well? Are they going to find a way to have Google Stadia be able to play with the PC player base? Which, by the way, Destiny 2 is now coming to Steam, which is fucking awesome. Fuck you, Epic. And obviously, they're not going to be able to be on Battle.net because they're not partnered with Activision Blizzard anymore. So it is coming to Steam. Everything we've done on PC will be moved over seamlessly to Steam, so you don't have to worry about that. Everything's going to be handled perfectly, hopefully. Cross save. Like a good chunk of Destiny 2 is now free to play, which is awesome. I'm still a little confused over it. Do you have to still buy Forsaken? You get all of the earlier content for free. So I'm confused. I know you have to buy Shadowkeep. Shadowkeep is $35. And I know you can get Forsaken and the annual pass for like $40 now or some shit like that. I think that's what it was. So I'm wondering, like, when are they gonna move Destiny 2 to Steam? Is it going to be, is it going to be when Shadowkeep comes out? Is it going to be when earlier, maybe the patch before then or whatever? I'm just really confused. Transmog is coming to the game, which is huge. It is way bigger than people actually think. It is absolutely gigantic and will improve the appearance game, I guess, of the game. Hopefully they'll get rid of the single use shader system. That would be awesome if I could just have all my shaders and then not have to use it single use. I could just apply it to anything. That would be fantastic. They haven't really talked about the little details of the game that I'd love to just be fucking removed. It seems like the mods are not single use anymore, I think. I don't know. They went over something like that. Artifacts are coming back, which is fucking awesome, but it's not like the previous artifacts. This is a fully fledged tree system, kind of like sort of like a subclass tree from Destiny 1, that kind of system for artifacts. When the guys are like, this is like pretty, some of these perks are like pretty close to like what would be exotic perks. I'm like, oh yeah, boy. I'm not sure if I already said this. We did see the Taken King auto rifle. If you ever played a Taken King, you know the Vanguard auto rifle. Actually, let me see really fast. Taken King, I forget what it's called. Auto rifle. I'm typing with one hand here. An answering cord. Okay, yeah, an answering cord that is coming back to the game, which is really fucking awesome. And I'm sure they're gonna bring back a ton of other weapons too. To have those legitimate systems or guns that we had before is just super awesome. And yeah, obviously we have the moon now, so it's gonna be like the Plague Lands where there's new areas of the moon, and then there's also the old moon, which is super awesome. Hopefully it's the completely old moon. I want it to just be everything in the old moon and then also expand upon it. Apparently it's the whole thing is going to be twice the size of the original moon, which is fucking awesome considering the moon was one of the smaller planets in Destiny 1. It might have actually been the smallest planet, like vanilla wise. It might have actually been smaller than the Dreadnought too, because the Dreadnought was a little small, but it wasn't like that small. So I don't know. It seems like that's going to be really cool. They're talking about an evolving story and an evolving world, which is super cool. Having them do that is awesome. Like I said, cross save is going to be fucking awesome. Being able to go on my play PS4 with my friend, and then whenever he's offline, I could just go on Steam and play on my PC is really fucking cool. That really heavily, and it's kind of funny because me and my friend were just talking about that the other day about cross save and how we'd love to see it in the game. And then the leak came out yesterday. So it was the day before we were talking about it. And when the leak came out, I was just like, what the fuck? Like, this is absolutely nuts. We were just talking about it, and then it happens. which is just it is huge too. Like for me personally, where I do have a PC, a bitchin' ass PC, and I have my PS4 Pro, and I recently ignited with them, and I switched over to PS4. Being able to take that progress now that I'm making on PS4, and switch it over. Obviously, it's going to be in September. So, I don't know. It really depends on how much progress I make with my PS4, because when I'm on PS4 playing Destiny, if I make more progress than I have on PC, then I'm just going to share that account across a PC. However, if I have made more progress on PC still, I could just put that on my PS4. No more exclusives now, which is awesome. You don't have that PlayStation exclusive bullshit anymore. Everybody gets everything now. Everybody love everybody. Yeah, it's just really fucking cool to see that. I still can't get over transmog. I mean, having that in the game is just so fucking awesome. I hope they haven't talked about bringing back Year 1 gear. I'd love to see Year 1 gear, and even just like Destiny 1 gear coming back. To just have like a ton of old Destiny 1 gear just come into the game, and then also have the old Year 1 gear for people who haven't played Year 1 of Destiny 2 come in would be really fucking sick. I'd love to see that. What else? Well, I mean, there's tons of other stuff in this vidoc. I mean, it's a 14-minute vidoc here. They, go over a little bit of motion capture, and the Fogoth's coming back as well. Oh, I don't know if I've already mentioned that. Fogoth, Crota, Skolas, they're coming back from what we saw so far, which is just super fucking awesome. They go over the new, here's the new artifact system. We're not entirely sure that's going to work right now. Dave Samuel, of course. Oh, finishers! There's fucking finishers now. It's actually cool as shit. Like animated finishers. If you ever played, like Halo or Titanfall, there's like little tiny, like little finishers you could do to people you melee or whatever. There is that now. You can legitimately finish like PvE, maybe PvP enemies, which is just really fucking cool. And I absolutely love that. Hive architecture is coming back. Not just like the worm kind of architecture. No, what you saw like the Dreadnought with the Hive kind of architecture, that is coming back. With the whole like red looking area, which is awesome. They talk about new exotics. There is, and they show an 800 power in exotic, which is most likely not going to be the new cap. It's probably going to be 900, I would think. Considering that they are starting everybody off at 750 for people who, bought that or whatever. There's a new hand cannon where, basically it takes special ammo and it hits like a fucking truck, which is super cool. They did show the stats here, and it has basically, but this might just be, just like a placeholder for right now. Basically no range, no stability, no handling, reload speed, 4 rounds in the magazine, 110 rounds per minute, and a insanely high impact. That's probably just not the actual stats though, because obviously it is in development and stuff like that. They go over some stuff in the Crucible. They go over, a ton of other stuff here. The art team doing stuff, which is super nice. They, Luke Smith and Mark Noseworthy are talking with each other. They talk about Destiny 2 New Light, where for new people who are playing the game and vets who want to make a new character, they can go through the first Destiny 1 mission all over again, which is super fucking awesome. Yeah, Destiny 2 New Light is huge, too, because it is completely free to play for a lot of people to play, which is really fucking cool. I think just the big deal for me is just the MMO aspect of the game and how they're leaning more into it. They're admitting, yeah, this shit is a fucking MMO, but it's not like people think of MMOs being like a horrible, bad thing with all the different negative aspects to it, but it really isn't. This is an action MMO. It always has been. And for them to actually use that word really shows where they're planning to take this game. They're planning to take it more hardcore, more depth, and more RPG systems. I'm really excited about this expansion and just the overall new updates and the new vision for the game. And I'm really excited to see what they're going to do. I mean, this is just going to be absolutely huge for Destiny 2. And I honestly, I was not this excited. I was excited for Forsaken, but seeing this and all the changes they're making to the game that I absolutely love. I mean, transmog, that's so much bigger for me than it is anybody else. Is just absolutely fucking incredible. And yeah, I cannot wait. It's trending like fucking hell on Twitter right now, and yeah, it's gonna be fucking cool, and I cannot wait. And Google Stadia is launching this November. The new expansion, they didn't give a completely new time. It is just coming out in September. So yeah, Google Stadia. Hopefully, there's not like a shitload of lag. I have really good internet, so I hope the input lag is basically minimal, like whatsoever. Because input lag is a huge thing in game or Destiny. So hopefully, um, you know, we'll see. Anyway, yeah, peace.